What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Mad Detailing. Today's video is on the nastiest Dodge journey we have ever done. I know you guys are probably wondering why this vehicle looks so familiar, and I will explain more about that later in the video. But if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into this disaster detail. So let me explain why you guys are watching this same video for a second time, and that's because I have no space in my new shop to detail whatsoever. Just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, so we started this channel about, I would say, over 3 years ago, and the first shop we were in, it was working out perfect. We were able to do the detailing and the full product line out of that shop. We eventually outgrew that shop, and then recently I moved into a 7,000 square foot shop just for detailing, just as a studio. But now that the detailing chemical side of it has completely taken up the detail shop, there's absolutely no room to detail or even film videos. But I got some good news. We are about to move into a new facility that is only going to be for detailing and a studio, which is going to be super awesome. We're going to host Mad Pro trainings there. We're also going to fly some of you guys out so you guys can experience these details and be on our videos. But there is somewhat of some bad news here, and that is, in the meantime, I won't be able to film any new detailing videos. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a full series of the build out on the shop, because that's going to take a pretty long time. We got to do complete flooring, drains, lifts, cabinets, you name it. But in the meantime, what I'm thinking for this channel, because those videos are going to be posted on our Mad Detailing 2 channel. So what I'm thinking with this channel is I'm going to take some of our best old videos, re-edit them, make them better, leave a lot of the original sounds in, just like this one. And I'm going to answer a lot of the questions that you guys have been giving me over the years. And I'm also going to talk about a lot of different things. So if that is something that you guys would be interested in, let me know down in the comments. I just don't want to leave you guys high and dry, because I feel bad that I have not been able to post lately, but it's been really hectic over here at Mad. But hopefully for the next couple months, everything will be back up and going, and I can finally get some of you guys out here to detail some cars with me. But I did post in the community tab saying I wanted you guys to leave comments and I would answer it in my next video. So we're about to get into those comments in just a second, but I just want to thank you guys for all the support over the last few years. It's been absolutely crazy, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. With that being said, let's get right into these questions. Okay, so the first question is, how did you get your way of cleaning vehicles down? Did you have a checklist, or did you follow other detailers and found your way? So when I first started detailing, I was always trying to figure out the fastest way to detail a vehicle. And I've tried honestly every different combination I possibly could. But to answer your question, it was pretty much more of a trial and error thing to figure out which way was the fastest and most efficient. Because last thing you want to do is cut corners, but you also don't want to just like start here, start there, go over there, go over here. Like, you don't want to do that. So the fastest way that I've found and the most efficient is to always do the outside of the vehicle first. There's rare occasions that I will do the inside first, but I always start with cleaning the engine bay, then I'll do wheels and tires, door jambs, gas cap, and then I actually wash the vehicle. Then I'll either clay it when I'm washing it, or I will clay it right after. So then I'll clay it, dry it, do the full interior, then do whatever type of paint correction or wax that I'm gonna do. And then I'll do tires, windows, and then wipe out the door jambs as the final thing. And that is the fastest way that I found to clean a vehicle. I know a lot of detailers do it the exact same way, but everyone kind of has their own approach when it comes to detailing. So I'm not going to say that, you know, my way is the best, or, you know, it's going to work for everyone, because it might not. But I'll tell you right now, I used to do a lot of production work back in the day, a lot of wholesale work, and we did about, I would say, 200 cars a week. And this is by far the fastest, you know, way to go about things. So yeah, that's kind of what I've stuck with. But yeah, to answer your question, it's more of just a trial and error thing, figuring out what's the best and most efficient way for you, because everyone is different. But yeah. Okay, so the next question is, how do you keep yourself motivated when doing the same sort of thing? I'm talking about daily details and not the disaster ones. Honestly, that's a hard question to answer, because when I used to just do detailing, like not doing YouTube at all, honestly, I never really had that problem because I was just straight grinding every single day. Like, I worked nonstop, you know, building up as much clientele as I can, getting as many dealership contracts as I could. I was just grinding. So honestly, I didn't really have that stage where I was like trying to motivate myself to keep going, because I've always just thought about like the bigger picture and like what I could do. But I will tell you, I've struggled more with the YouTube motivation than I have with detailing in general. And that's just because the YouTube stuff is so repetitive. Like, yes, they're new cars and stuff like that, but like they're just nasty vehicles, and it's just the same thing. Like, you bring it in, you wash it the same way, you clean it the same way, it's the same techniques, and then you got to edit the video, and it's just the same thing over and over and over. And honestly, that has been extremely hard to do, because with YouTube, it's like you work for yourself, but you don't at the same time. You have to film your video, you have to edit it before Thursday every single week. There's always a deadline. Like, it's stressful. And I've tried to hire like filmer and editors, because if you guys didn't know, I pretty much do everything myself. I detail, I film, I edit, voiceovers, thumbnails, like I do pretty much everything. And that's honestly been the tough part, is just like the same thing over and over every single day, the extraction for hours at a time, like detailing stuff like off camera that no one's gonna see, but I gotta make it perfect. Like, that has honestly been really hard for me, but it is what it is. I'll get over it. But yeah, to answer your question, I really didn't struggle with the daily details. Like, you always had to think about the bigger picture and, you know, always working towards that next step, so you don't have to do daily details every day, and you can have employees doing that, or, you know, whatever else you're gonna do. But yeah, to answer your question, just do it, dude. Like, you just gotta suck it up and just get through it. That's kind of honestly the best advice I could give you. All right, moving on. Next question. Any best practices for cleaning under the hood? I'd be nervous about getting water on any of the parts. So if I had $1 for every time someone commented saying that I was ruining the engine, the car will never run again, I'm stupid, blah, 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 I would be rich, okay? I've said this so many times in my videos, you can wash an engine bay with water. So honestly, the best practice is just do it. We've honestly washed so many engine bays over the years, and we've had no issues whatsoever. If it's a newer vehicle, just full send it, you will be perfectly fine. If it's an older vehicle, you might want to put some plastic over some things, but honestly, for the most part, you are good to go. So yeah, the best practice is, honestly, just do it. All right, so the next question is, what does it cost for you to detail all the vehicles you do? That's a good question. I don't know if you're talking about the vehicles on YouTube that you guys see, but if that's the number that we're going off of, okay, so you have to factor in my time, I guess, Cole's time, products, shop rent, utilities, and we only do 4 cars a month. I don't even want to do this math. This math is gonna make me depressed, but hold on, I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back. Hold on, let me do some math. Come right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so this is what we got. So I factored in the rent of the building, utilities, what I pay Cole. I'm not even gonna factor in products, just pretty much that. And honestly, I'm not gonna factor in my time, because this number's, honestly, you guys would be like, how are you even in business? But okay, let's get it. So that rough cost is $9,800 a month. We detail for YouTube 4 cars a month. So we're gonna do it 9,800 divided by 4. It cost me roughly $2,450 like per car we detail. And honestly, it's probably a lot more than that once you factor in like all the other stuff I had to buy. But yeah, for the channel, it's roughly $2,450. So yeah, when people say, why'd you make the thumbnail look worse than the car, bro? I gotta make something, bro. I can't just be doing all this for free, because as you guys know, we don't charge for these videos we do on YouTube just because this price right here. Like, so if it cost me $2,450 per detail because it takes so long, I would have to charge $5,000 for that to even make sense. So yeah, we do this for you guys, just know that. But yeah, the rough cost is $2,450. Dang, bro. Next question. What would you prefer to work on more? Boats? Ugh. Cars? Trucks? Buses? Or have you considered a change in careers? Maybe detailing isn't a forever career, or you love to do / dream to do something different eventually. Okay, it's a two-part question, so let's do the first one. Okay, so I hate boats. I know I've done a few on the channel, but I hate boats. Every time I think it's a good idea to do another boat, I detail another boat, and it is the worst thing to do. I don't know, bro. I just hate it. It's so time consuming. Like, even though it sounds easier because you could just like go ham with the pressure washer, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Okay, cars and trucks, that's probably the one I would choose, because buses, nah, it's the same thing, bro. I did that, what was that, party bus? So I detailed that party bus by myself. I filmed and detailed that whole thing by myself. And when I tell you that took so long, it took so long. That was, I can't believe I survived that. Like, just the inside and then the outside, all the mold, and then I literally wet sanded that entire bus. Like, I didn't show you guys that part. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I wet sanded that entire bus. No. Okay, so we're gonna go with cars and trucks. That's my answer. Okay, moving on. Have you considered a change in careers? Maybe detailing isn't a forever career. So, okay, so that's interesting. So my dream, like, I guess job thing, if that's what we're gonna call it, was like, I always wanted to be a YouTuber, like an influencer, but it was never detailing. Like, growing up as a kid, like, I always wanted to do YouTube, but it was more like car stuff, like building cars, working on cars. So honestly, if I could switch what I'm doing, it would probably be kind of the same thing, but more like automotive stuff, like buying cars, flipping cars, working on them, building them, taking the track, going to car shows, like stuff like that. Which, give you that little sneak peek, I did buy 2 vehicles in the last 3 weeks, and one of them, maybe you guys can guess, it's been my dream car like my entire life, and I mentioned it, I think maybe a couple videos. I finally freaking got it. That's besides the point. I'm probably gonna make some build series on these vehicles, like whenever we get into the new shop. I'm gonna try to do detailing on here, then have a second shop where we show off like all the cars and do builds and competition, stuff like that. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to M.A.D Detailing 2, which I might change the name of that, but for now it's M.A.D Detailing 2. That's where the good stuff's gonna be. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, cars and trucks, and probably just change up kind of what I do on YouTube. But yeah, that's it. Okay, and the last question is, how much money do you make per video? Explain the views and how does that amount to money? We're getting personal here, are we? Okay, let's get into it. Let me look at this again. How much money do you make per video? I mean, that really depends. So the only way to like it varies so much. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like I have had videos on here where they've made me $50,000 for one video, and then there's also videos on here that make me like 600 bucks. So like sometimes I make money, sometimes I lose money. It's kind of like a hit or miss, and honestly it has like nothing to do with like me. It's like YouTube, like it's weird, like YouTube will randomly like start pushing your videos to like newer audiences, and then sometimes they're like, nope, you're staying where you are and you don't make any money. So it's kind of like an up and down thing, and that's kind of like another reason why I hate YouTube. So honestly, I can't really tell you like how much you make per video, because it's like it varies so much. Explain the views and how does that amount to money. So on average, my CPM, which is stands for like cost per melee, which is like cost per 1,000 views, is roughly around like, I would say like $18 to $22, but then YouTube takes their cut. So I would say roughly like I make $10 to $12 per 1,000 views. But I took the total amount that I've made on YouTube and I divided that between how many videos I posted. And the average per video came out to $5,333, which I know you guys are probably thinking like, wow, that's a lot of money. But if you factor in like how much I told you before, like how much it costs to make per video, it's all right money, but it's nothing to like go crazy about. That's why like I sometimes put other things in front of YouTube, just because like YouTube is never consistent and I like consistent income. I also like nice things. So yeah, YouTube is cool, but YouTube be playing with your money, bro. I swear to God. Sometimes I be getting mad, but it is what it is. It's honestly out of your control. Like that, honestly, if you're gonna start a YouTube channel, just know that you're not gonna make the same amount of money every month, no matter what you do. You're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs, but hey, it's YouTube, I guess, right? But anyways, hope I answered your question. It's kind of like a rough estimate. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. But that is gonna be the last question of this video. If you guys want to see another video just like this where I answer all of your questions, leave a comment down below with any questions that you guys have, whether it's business, personal, or you know, anything in between. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and yeah, peace, bro.